Well, I think the first thing that I'd like to do is bring this more in line with this. So let's cut into a few spots here. For starters, I believe I'd like to have a tree a little better defined there. And then let's bring that horizon down a little bit. Small changes, but you know, because this line is so important, I want to make sure that I get it just right. I don't know if I'm going to get it just right. All I can do is get it to the point that I'm satisfied. Yeah, I'm smearing a little bit of the fresh dark stuff I put in there, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not doing an overpainting just yet. I'm just grooming this for when the overpainting arrives. Okay, I guess it won't arrive. I guess it's kind of up to me to do it. Let's see, I think I'd like to cut into that a little bit more. We're going to knock this tree down a little bit too. This is a little too prominent. Appears too much in the foreground. I'd rather it blend in a little more as a background shape. I think my sky is going to go pinkish purplish. So that's why I mixed a little bit of raw umber, yellow ochre, alizarin crimson, and a bit of white. Let's just drop that height completely. Hollow out this little bit on the bottom. Okay, that is pushed back significantly now. I don't know if it's going to stay exactly like that, but it's closer now, you know? Now I can go in with my paint and just hopefully get it to where I want it. It's not bad. I like a little bit of lean to this. It's almost as though this hillside is coming in and butting into this tree visually, and the tree's kind of surprised. What? What are you doing? Like the seconds before a traffic accident. Okay. Or the last milliseconds before a traffic accident. That reactionary movement. Okay. This branch serves well to throw things back into the sky. The shape in general stops and helps you throw things back into the sky. That'll be partly determined on the strokes that I put, the direction of the strokes that I put in the sky. But I'm not, again, going to, you know, I compared the idea, not the painting, but the idea to Van Gogh's Starry Night. And you know, I exaggerated the notion of it, but it was something parallel to the feeling of that. So, maybe what I should do is, while I'm at it, mix a little more ultramarine blue here. And I know I mentioned that although the actual scene does involve a body of water coming forward, I don't know that I'm going to include it. I'm really not convinced that's the way I want to go. Again, by the time I start adding all that content, I might prefer it on a larger canvas. But we could pretend, for the moment at least, that maybe there are a couple of shapes here. I'm not going to draw distinct lines. I'm just going to hopefully give a bit of the feeling of that. See, you've done that outline, and now I'm just going in with the same colors, going dark again. I don't know if they'll stay. They probably won't. But I'm suggesting an option for myself as the painting continues. Now we're getting a little closer. Maybe I'll just go to straight raw umber. Mostly because it's what I have on my palette already. Then I'll add a little bit of ultramarine blue to that. That's a very light line. I'll darken that a little bit. And it may not hurt to indicate the idea that there might be a bit of a trunk in there. Maybe. Again, this is all stuff that I will decide when I do the actual painting. Don't want much attention drawn down here, so we're just going to continue with this raw umber. So you can see the direction of the brush strokes, even in the wash-in now, are really a potential preamble to what's going to happen in the foreground, but not necessarily a guideline that needs to be followed. Anyway, as you know by now, this is not a quick study by any means, and who knows how steady-ish it will end up becoming. But it's pretty simple, good. It has movement, good. Division of space is good. And there's some ideas sitting there, potentially, for use. When I take some of that thick buttery oil paint and lay it in. Talk to you soon.